Hello, once again, family and friends. As always, I want to welcome you all to another episode of Food for Thought with Hicks. Remember, it will cost you nothing to like, subscribe, comment, or follow this broadcast. With that being said, let's get into today's topic. And as always, I will share my opinion and my thoughts on this subject. Okay, we're going to start with family and friends. Today, I have decided to follow my man R. Kelly. This is a topic that I fight within myself quite often. You know, with me making and promoting music, that sometimes feel like a catch-22. Meaning, you know, what the man has been charged with is a serious matter, basically a serious crime. But if I had to be honest, man, I would have to agree with Timberland, who said R. Kelly, Timberland stated this in a recent interview, that R. Kelly is the king of R&B. For some, it's hard to separate the man from the music. For me, it's quite simple, actually. With me being a DJ, I continue to play his music, and I want to state something else. Most people who generate these narratives such as this are pretty much, instigators, haters, and they feel putting somebody else down pretty much makes them feel better about themselves. I've seen a lot of people such as this throughout life, throughout history, and this is what these people do. You know what I'm saying? They put people down, they put each other down, especially our culture. You know what I'm saying? Black culture, man, we big on doing that. We love to tear each other down for some reason. Many of us is out of jealousy and envy. You know what I'm saying? Which are demons. You know what I mean? They have a evil spirit inside of them, man, that they really need to, cleanse themselves of and in their minds. And most of these people have way more skeletons in their closet than what this man has done. You know what I mean? But that's how some people are. That's how a lot of people are. And I just don't get that. You know what I mean? It's how many of our black celebrities, man, got to be scrutinized, canceled, locked up. You know what I'm saying? But the other side gets a pass, if y'all don't notice that. But black people, we're so, and I'm not going to say all black people, but a lot of us, man, we're so ignorant to the fact that a lot of this stuff is manufactured by the other side, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? And we seem to tend to just gravitate to negativity. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to our own people. And I think it's because they're scared of the other side. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm going to be straight. I don't give a fuck about white. You know what I'm saying? Some blacks. Got to be real. But I got to be real. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people are evil, man. They got evil ways, evil spirits. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared of men just like I'm a man. So, you know what I'm saying? But, and I say, you see it all the time in the hood. We'll shoot our brothers, but we'll give passes to the other side because we're scared. You know what I mean? They're scared of the consequences, but they don't fear the consequences of Caucasians or Asians, Jews. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to spew hate. I'm just saying what I see. Y'all know it's true. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, this man R. Kelly, you know what I mean? Okay, he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone nothing that he did. But I'm not going to go out on a limb because I don't know the man. Only thing I know the man by is his music, and I like his music. A lot of people like his music. So I'm not going to say, I'm going to stop listening to R. Kelly because he did what he did. A lot of y'all then did worse shit than that. You know what I'm saying? Continue to walk around here like you know what I mean? Like your shit don't stink. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Timberland was right. You know what I'm saying? And say it straight up like this: if Trump can still be called the greatest president in the world, but how many charges he had on him? You know what I'm saying? But he's still called him the greatest president ever by many, believe it or not. So why can't this man still continue to be called the king of R&B, which he is? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm still gonna play his music. You don't have to listen to it, but you got to separate the man from his music. You know what I'm saying? That's just the haters that hold on to that. People that wish they could have reached his level. You know what I'm saying? Wish they could have came up with the things he did. The man was a hell of a music artist, man. He was a musician. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from him. Those of you that do, you got a problem with yourself. You know what I mean? And that's my take on that, man. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts. They love to tear us down, and we continue to give them the gun, the smoking gun, or whatever you want to call it, to do so. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is manufactured, and then these mothers and these parents of these kids that went through that should be ashamed of themselves, and they was doing it for the money. And they ain't gonna tell. And one thing about our people, we sell our fucking soul for a few dollars and a little bit of fame. You know what I'm saying? That's a shame, man. It's sad that we do that. We sell our souls for the little fame and for a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? But then you can turn around and judge R. Kelly. You know, it's sad, man, and we're gonna continue to do this. But I'm here to say I'm not gonna stop playing the man's music. You know what I'm saying? The man's a hell of a musician, one of the best of my generation, and admit that. Like I'm saying, and as I always say, man, we worry about the wrong things as people, and I hate to be getting on here talking about how our people are, but enough is enough, man. You gotta realize that you gotta worry about yourself before you can worry about anybody else. I mean, like I said, most of them are the haters, of course. The parents should be ashamed, you know what I mean? And I think the parents should have went to jail as well, you know what I mean? Because we all know it was a money thing. When the money ran out, then they came up with surviving R. Kelly and all this. They made a few dollars off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, black people, stop selling your souls for a few dollars, man. It ain't worth it. You're selling your souls for a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, you're going to lose. You best believe that shit. I'm just being real with you. But yeah, man. Don't forget, man, like, subscribe, man. Like I said, it costs you nothing. Comment, follow. You know what I mean? And I ain't hard on my people. I'm just saying what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what it is. Once we realize that we have to do better as a people, stop tearing each other down, and maybe we can get somewhere in this world, man, in society. You know what I mean? Look, it's R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? They went after Tyler Perry. Nobody says nothing about that. That's pushed under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, stop selling your souls, black people. You know what I'm saying? Be better people than that. Spiritual, man. We be very spiritual people, and we shouldn't be selling our souls and tearing each other down. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're black, African, Haitian, Jamaican, whatever. You know what I mean? Afro, Latino, whatever you are, man. Stop tearing yourselves down. Stop tearing down your brothers and your sisters, man. Start building each other up. You know what I mean? Or you going to stay in the same fucked up ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just being real with you. But at the end of the day, man, don't forget, man, like, subscribe. I want to thank y'all for supporting this channel, man. Support my broadcast. Support you. Catch me at jblends929. And don't forget, you know what I mean? Don't forget to check out Custom Clothing by June. We got the retros. You can order your retros through Custom Clothing by June now. You know what I'm saying? We got the NFL uniforms. I mean, the NFL shirts, NFL hats. You know what I'm saying? All 32 teams coming to Custom Clothing by June. Don't forget to check that out as well. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, stay up, black man. Stay up, black woman. You know what I mean? Even the good-hearted white people, man. Like I said, I love all people. You know what I mean? I don't have a hate and moan in my body. That's why it's hard for me to wrap my arms around or my hands around why people hate each other so much. And at the same time, we all was made by the same creator. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no better than the next person. You know what I'm saying? You might be a little better off financially. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But yeah, man, don't forget to check out the Custom Clothing by June. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got for today, man. See y'all next time. One love, peace, and I'm out.